Hi, welcome. My name is Onae, and I am doing one-on-one questions tonight live with you on here with me. This is something new that I'm trying out, and if you've been here before, you're probably going, okay, it's the live, but there is a difference here tonight. But for those of you that are new to me, my name is Onae. So welcome for joining me here. I am a psychic medium and tarot card reader. And what I typically do on Tuesday nights and some Thursday nights now is I do one question readings with my tarot cards. I do not do politics, so don't even ask me that. We want to keep it light because this is public, guys. Everyone can see and hear you. So if you want something private, then you schedule a private reading with me on my website, onae.org. That's ONAE.org. But tonight is something different. It's the first night that we're doing something different. Greg's helped me out with the technology, but it is one-on-one live with Onae. Oh my goodness! Now Kitty wants in. Yes, Kitty. Anyway, what this is, the one-on-one lives, what is different about it is that this is your reading. It would be like as if you were coming to me and we're doing a reading, but this is public though, okay? And there is a fee. So you would have a fee, you get on the list, and when you paid your fee, then you get on the list and you get on the link here you get the link sent to you to join in when it's your time slot for these nights. So I hope I'm describing this well enough and clear enough. But so what you're going to be here, what you're paying for is 10 minutes of undivided time where we can communicate back and forth. Because normally my lives are where I am answering questions, one question readings where I just, we pick questions from the feed. Well, this is now you are getting your own special slot and your own special time for a small fee. So anyway, I think that's basically it for a description for it. If you need more of a description, I come up with it more, I'll do something, a little later in the show. But right now, what I'm doing here, as far as right now, this is our first guinea pig kind of night, testing it out. And I'm here Tuesdays doing one question readings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also on Thursdays. But this time now it's going to be every other Thursday. I'm doing the one question readings. Every following Thursday, on the other one is going to be one-on-one live with Onae. And that's where you will be on here with me and we can communicate and answer questions and you can get a reading. So that's basically what I'm doing. And that is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Arizona time, so you guys do all the math. But I'm sticking with the Eastern Standard Time because that seems to be the way to go, apparently, make things a little easier. So where else you can catch me is you can catch me in the chat at Greg Bakken Live, or Ghostbox Live with Greg Bakken on Greg Bakken's web on his page on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm always in the chat kind of, listening in for my spirit loved ones that have crossed over. I'm listening to, and to be able to communicate with them. It's a great opportunity to get to connect with your loved ones and hear their voices and hear their messages come through. Sometimes it's piggybacking, but otherwise it's a great message and it's a healing message. Also, where you can find me is on Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken, and that's on the third Sunday of every month, typically. We try to kind of keep it that kind of a schedule so you know what to expect. And other than that, I think we are ready to go. I think we have someone already on the list, ready to have their cards read, and that is Daniel and Vanessa. Hey guys!
Hey!
Thank you for joining me here tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
So how can I help you? I mean, because there's two of you, so you have 10 minutes each, because that's what this is. It's 10 minutes each of a reading for everybody. That's what you guys get. You're purchasing a 10-minute slot with me. So each Thursday or every other Thursday, you guys will be getting your own 10-minute slot, but there's a maximum probably about 4 or 5 slots available per session. So since 10 minutes does seem to fly by so fast, and I have one for Daniel and one for Vanessa. Daniel, we'll focus on you first. What would you like to have us focus on tonight?
I'm pretty sure you already know.
Okay, then we will focus on that.
Please.
Okay, and then Vanessa, what are we focusing on you?
Pretty much the same thing, same situation,
Okay.
just for me.
Okay. All right, we will focus on that then. So it is 6:10. So I didn't talk for too long, did I? I think I kind of got it all in there pretty quick. I tried to be fast.
No, it was fast.
Normally I ramble, but this is so nice. I get to like actually talk to you and
Yeah, this is fun.
yeah, and see who you are, see your face. So this is nice.
This is Danny's first one-on-one reading.
Wow. That's right, huh?
Yeah.
You're like all right, so I am focusing on Danny right now. So let's see what we got here for you, hon. All right. So I am doing an actual spread for you, Danny. Okay.
Thank
and
you.
that's what because typically on the one question readings on the other nights, what I do is I only lay out a few cards. This one I'm actually doing a full spread, and that is, to me, it is a Celtic cross, but it's my version of a Celtic cross. So there's a lot more cards involved because I like a lot more meat in my story. All right, let's see what we got here for you. This is almost kind of like one of those mini readings, like the speed readings that you're going to get for me. So, and what you've got here, hon, is the heart of the matter. This is the Three of Swords here. That means there's some kind of heartache and separation and some conflict happening here. And it is going to lead to some kind of separation and blockage here. But it does show here that you are trying to take action on that. And it does look like here, you're not seeing exactly what's going to happen, like, right, because it's going from here to this is, you're motivated to keep moving forward with this. It is a bittersweet situation that you are dealing with. But once you overcome that, which right now it's like you're not really seeing what's going on because it's all kind of behind the scenes with the moon card here, but it's all about, fear. There's fear of the unknown and, where you're going to be fitting in and how it's going to be taken. And it shows here with that, it is going to be okay. Because what it shows here is that I'm going to just jump right into the closing here, or not the closing, but the final outcome, just because we only have 10 minutes. But I'm going to jump in here, and this is the final outcome here we have for you. And this is good news around an emotional situation. So, and around children. So things are going to be getting better. You're doing something that you're going to be very proud of. This is touching that also. And you have a good support system, so this is, you're as a couple, you guys have a really great support system right there.
The best.
Yes. So, and it shows here, right here, with what's going on with you right now and how you're feeling on the inside. This is you, it's definitely an emotional situation that you're dealing with. And you're working very hard at what, this is a lot of work. This is a load. And it shows you working very hard at that. But it does show here you're working towards something that, it is around a financial situation. The finances are definitely involved. And you're working at basically releasing what's not working, but also holding on to and moving towards what you're wanting and desiring. And it is about love. And it is about kind of separation and releasing. And it shows here in the very near future, there will be some kind of legal signing of papers that are going to be creating some changes and transformations in your life. So, but then like you've got all the swords, you got all the dark cards here that are showing the stress of the separation and the situation. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, once this change happens right here in the near future, this is the near future spot. Once this happens, it's as if all the cards start to go bright with cups and angels here and hearing good, doing things that you're gonna be very proud of yourself here. You've got the support and love of a very practical, down-to-earth woman who is very caring and loving. And here's the children right there. Good news around the children. You guys got nothing but love and support around you and for each other. And so this is really good. I know it's all, because of course, I'm not going to blow smoke here, but it does show here that, I see the stress. I see the obstacle that you're dealing with, and it's a bittersweet one. But you're very motivated to make these changes and transformations because these two are together also and connected. And that's where, you're moving forward towards balance in your life. And it shows here, I'm going to say, for the time, in the time slot I pulled the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be exactly where you need to be within or around 9 months or by the ninth month. Okay. And I'm feeling like all these changes are happening pretty quick. So I feel like it's like you're going to be where you're, you know, because this is what this represents is the comfort of the home, having what you're wanting and desiring and feeling comfortable in the home. So as if and it's touching your desires. So this is, and it's already in the process of what's happening. So it's already happening. All this process, all this stress is happening here. News is coming in right now. And it's coming in really fast, which is going to create some rest and recuperation for you. And this is in the now position. So what's going on here is definitely heart of the matter is the separation. There's some kind of blockage. There is some kind of distancing and bumps in the road. With this, though, you are definitely motivated to kind of make it, even though you're fearing and uncertain about what things, what the future holds, because the moon card shows basically there's a veil there. You're really not able to see it. But also at the same time, it represents fears of the unknown, but you're still moving forward. You're still taking action. You're still trying to create change. And it does look like here you're working very hard at it. And it is definitely, you're taking actions towards regarding financial situation by releasing and also moving towards what you're wanting all at the same time. So it's a good thing that's happening here. Yes, you're releasing, but at the same time, you're still moving forward. You're not focusing and staying on that. And unfortunately, some people do get stuck where you're not. You're still focusing on the future. You're still focusing on what you do have, which is really good here. That's what this shows right here. You've got the Devil card here, which shows desires. You've got the Two of Cups, which is, you guys have a really good relationship here. The Six of Cups shows good news, but it also shows relationships, good news coming, and also around a new passion or love. But I feel like this is more about the love that's in your life right now. And it will almost kind of even rekindle a little bit. So watch out with those babies.
One more.
You got Fertile Myrtle over there. But it does show here the advice of the cards basically tells me right here, this is the Two of Pentacles. And what this represents to me as far as what we're talking about right here, it does look like here there's a lot, I feel like there's a trip definitely coming up here. There's definitely changes within the home for sure, where you're making it more comfortable, making it where it works for you, and making it where you have desires that you're wanting to make happen in your home. And it is happening. You're making this happen. So it's like, yes, you're dealing with the stress of a situation, but at the same time, you're still focusing on what you're doing. You're doing two things at once around the home. And it does feel like there's one way of making money, and then there's going to be another way of making money. And I'm not really sure exactly what it is that you're doing, but it does look like here it is happening here for you, and you're going to be successful. And if you're not really seeing what it is, it's you finding your niche. Okay, definitely, and you're being looked to for guidance. And also, people are gonna be like learning from you in a sense. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you're definitely taking more of a dominant role in everything here around in your life, and have more control over emotions and stuff like that, which at times can be difficult. So especially around, the stress that you have, holding on to your emotions, don't keep them into where they're become explosive. Just kind of you're learning and taking more of a dominant role and learning how to control them and manage them. And it leads to, good news, great relationship. So we have got about 2 minutes left. So do you have any questions?
No, that's pretty awesome to hear, and we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. I got my spirit guide right here.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the fifth baby. We got to figure this one out.
Well, there's good news coming, and it does look like here you've got a wonderful family. And yes, you do have your angels around you, because you've got a lot of cards here all around this Ace of Cups, which all the cards represent good news, and especially children, happiness, and love answers. But you also have a lot of angels, and I'm feeling like angel wings around you. So you do have your guides following you, guiding you, protecting you, helping you get through this bump in the road that you do have. And this is a very serious situation that you're going through. And so, and I see a lot of heartache there as far as that is concerned, but at the same time, you're balancing it out with like still moving forward, still focusing on what you do have, and still focusing on the love that you have in your life. And that is your support system. And that's what's pulling you through. So, and I will leave that with you, hun, unless
Thank
you
you.
have something else.
No, I'm good. That was pretty spot on, and yeah, every day.
Good, good. Let's see here. I'm supposed to be paying attention to notes, aren't I? And I'm not. Um, okay, that was you. All right, you gave me a thumbs up. So, all right, Vanessa, it's up to you now. So we're focusing on you,
Yes.
gathering up the cards, and let's see. Let's see here. So I will explain to you one more time to everyone that might be watching here tonight. Tonight is not the usual, guys. Tonight is an example of what I am going to be doing for every other Thursday. It's going to be called One-on-One with Onae Live, which is what we're doing right here. You see an example of what's happening right now. Vanessa is going to have her reading now, and what she did was she made an appointment and got on the list for this evening, and she paid the fee through the PayPal, which is through my tarot page, my Tarot by Onae page, and that all those arrangements are set up, and you can be put on a list. You make the payment, and then we set up a time and date when you're going to be able to come on. Right now, we're just doing Vanessa at the moment. So this is not a free for all, picking anybody up, answering questions tonight. This is where you guys have been asking me, hey, what if I give a donation? Will this move me up the line? Will I get an answer? Will I get undivided attention for this? So yeah, I'm creating that now for you. Instead of me just kind of talking blankly to a camera and answering questions and hoping I'm getting it right. If you guys have questions, this is how I can communicate with people back and forth. And so, and you're purchasing 10 minutes of undivided attention. And so that's what this is all about. So I hope you are enjoying tonight, and I hope to look and see you on the list in the future. And so now I'm going to focus on Vanessa. And we already kind of know what your question is, so we will just kind of.
My question's
All right, my dear. Well, we've got red, so that's passion for you, and 3 is just, abundance as far as communication and celebration for me. This is what this is all about, and it does look like here. What I'm doing here for this is also not is I'm laying out my actual Celtic cross. And since I like a lot of meat in my story, I add more cards. It's not just a simple little single card Celtic cross. This is, I got a lot more cards in here. So you guys are basically getting a full reading, but speed reading in a sense. And we're focusing on one question or 2 questions, but whatever it is, I'm trying to get as much in here for you as possible. And so this is your example for tonight. Vanessa, heart of the matter, hun. Bam, a decision, but you're feeling like you're kind of in limbo at the moment. Mm-hmm. And with that, it does look like here you are looking towards passion and love here, but right now you're not seeing it at the moment. Like it's like as if you're kind of feeling trapped in the situation, but you are really still, even though you're not seeing where you can go with this or how you can make it happen, it does look like here love and a new passion has been on your mind for a while. And with that, you're still feeling in the moment right now, kind of in a stalemate in a sense. And there's a decision to be made, but you're not even sure what really to decide at the moment because you're just kind of like up in the air waiting for something to happen. It does show here that there's going to, you're trying to overcome a forceful communication and upsetting situation where, but it is also an emotional situation because I got swords and I've got cups here around this situation and decision that's coming up here for you. It does look like here, my dear, you are taking more of a dominant role in your financial situation. Okay. That's what's happening here for you. And you are turning your back on this emotional situation and moving forward. It doesn't work for you. So you're releasing it and you're just moving forward on your path. And that's what's happening right here. Once you overcome this emotion, this struggle, and emotional situation that you're going to be hearing about. It's all news kind of coming in. Things are happening and they're happening now because this is in the now position. It's all in the same slot. Okay. But also at the same time, even though you're doing all that and dealing with all those emotional situations and the arguments, and the intense feelings and stress, it does look like here in the now position, you have the strength card and the page of rods, right? That right there represents to me in the now position with all this, the passion that you're hoping for and wanting for from, that you've been thinking about in the past, you have the strength and to make it happen. You have everything within you that you're wanting. And here you're still even focusing on more of what you want and how you can get it. And don't even doubt yourself. There's like, and for this to be here, the Two of Swords to be the heart of the matter with you, that's true. It represents more than just being unable to make a decision or stuck in a situation or feeling like you're in stalemate. It's almost as if it's a no-brainer. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, this is a no-brainer. You're just going after what you want and you make it happen. And that's what's this. So there is no brainer. There's no decisions to be made. It's just, I want this and I'm going to go after it. And you make it happen. And that's how it is with you. Oof. And because you are the dominant one here. You just make it happen. You rule. Yeah. That's enough from the peanut gallery over there. You've had your chance. But here it does look like in the near future, it still shows feeling like you're in limbo, but it's more about having faith, because when you have faith, all of a sudden you're having celebrations happening here. You are celebrating. You've got the Three of Cups touching the Four of Rods, which is celebration and good foundation and what you're working hard towards. I see you working very hard towards something that you've been wanting. And this Four of Rods is right there showing this is around the home, definitely. It's something that you have been definitely wanting and celebrating. It's happening fast, Vanessa, so get ready, okay? This is in the very near future. It's just saying just have faith, because already in the now position, you've got the Strength card, which tells me totally with this, you're focusing on what you want. And then it being a fire card, this is fast movement. It's like, okay, yeah, you decided, now it's like time to move. And you do it. You just have faith in yourself. So yeah, you could be in like limbo at the moment, but it's like all of a sudden when you make your decision and things are going to fall into place, it's like all of a sudden things are going to move really fast and you can do it. You can accomplish it. You have what it takes to do this. This also represents you here. I'm jumping across to the final outcome. And this is the same card that Daniel had in his reading. And it's funny, it's in the exact same spot too. And this represents you, the Queen of Pentacles. So you are not only becoming more dominant in that, but it also shows that you are very caring and loving and you take care of. You love to provide for people. And it shows here, there's times like right now, you might be feeling stressed about that because you're not really sure how to take action or when to take action, but it is happening because you are so motivated by it. Your stress is what's motivating you on this desire to and need to make people, feel cared for. And that, because that's how you care for people. That's how you show your love, by doing and providing for others. And you have the motivation card right here. Things are happening for you and you will be successful with that, because that is also success in there. It's also, you also with being the Chariot there, it also represents black and white, which represents the yin and yang. So you have a great balance of things. You know how to balance it. You might be stressed, but you still somehow magically know how to balance things while moving forward. And it's just like, you're just like this little magic, good witch, floating around a pink bubble. So you make things just work and it just happens. You just wiggle your nose, whatever it is that you want to make it happen, you seem to just make it happen. It's like magic because you have faith in yourself. And it shows here, it doesn't show here on here, but it's showing, they just flashed the High Priestess at me. This is someone who of great faith and belief. And that's what I'm being shown here right now for you, is that is what I'm feeling here for you. And it, and so with that, it shows here, that, listen to your intuition. That's what they're giving me, because that is where you're getting your faith from, your intuition, you're getting your strength from right there. And it also shows your passion. And it does show here, yes, you can. There's a lot of water around you. So I don't know if you like live near water, going to live near water, or but you also are pulled by water. You're like, it's like it is an element that you are drawn to. Mm-hmm. And so you draw your strength from that also. Plus the full moon. The full moon must be like kind of making you crazy, because this is like something that is just you're drawn to it, and almost like in a psychic level, like you're drawn to it, and it affects you. I do see you getting very busy with what you're wanting to do though. So, and it shows here again, you're using creativity around work and passion, okay? Because this is also, again, fire. This is you being the queen of rods. That is fire, creativity, entrepreneurship. And here you are getting very, very busy in a very competitive place. But you, my dear, are coming out on top of it because you are ready and waiting. You are like you're just raring. You're just waiting for that shotgun to go off for you to start running. And it does show here you have a good support system behind you, but also you are very good at, you're a good listener. And I almost kind of they're showing me the psychic card again. So I almost kind of feel like whatever it is that you're doing, it's like you're not only going to be creative, but you're also going to be very in tune and almost like healing that way in a sense. Like you're an empath, you can pick up on people's feelings, but you can also draw in from, spirit, maybe healing messages for others too, while you're doing your creative whatever it is, your passion, whatever this is that you're working towards, because you have a good foundation for it. It is happening. It's happening around the home. So Daniel needs to get busy getting that ready for you.
He's got a basement.
And here it is working very hard towards that. So, and you are motivated, my dear. So this is definitely happening for you. Do you have any questions?
No, that's it. You hit on everything.
Okay. Well, as far as time frame goes here, because we didn't get the time frame, but this is it shows here that okay, hold on a second. Okay, it shows here for time frame, because I'm getting the message. I have to wrap it up. So this is time frame here. This is cups represent days. So this is going to be within or around a week, possibly. You're going to start to see changes and transformations and things. Things are going to be starting. Good news is going to be happening here for you. Even though, it is right here. This is, basically saying here to wrap up the whole reading. This is, the bittersweet situation, but you are coming out on top of it. Okay. And I am going to leave that with you, hon, unless you have a question.
No, that's all. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. And it's so good to see you guys. Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Oh, and we have Becky now. Hey. Hold on, Becky. One moment, Becky. I'm going to pick up the cards here. And also, while I'm picking up the cards and shuffling and focusing on you, I'm going to let newcomers know that what's going on here, that this is a change for us. Right, Becky? This is definitely something new. This is one-on-one with Onae. And what that represents is every other Thursday. This is my first time doing this, but I've been talking about doing this for a very long time, like months, right, Greg? And like months and months I've been thinking about this. So, but yeah, so what I'm doing here is you guys can message me in the Tarot by Onae page, and that's where it has to be, because I have technical support and help, and that's where the two of us can kind of work together to help you get your readings. And with that, so you message me there, you get on a list, and you make a payment through the PayPal, and that will put you in the list right there. And I'll be doing you're paying for about 10 minutes of undivided attention. I will focus on what you're wanting to focus on. We can talk and ask questions, whatever it is that you're wanting, but you're getting 10 minutes of undivided attention from me. It's not, oh, is she going to pick me tonight? No, this is a guarantee that you're getting your question answered. So, and because I've had that where people in the past, like, well, if I donate some money, will that, move me up in line? And I wasn't doing it that way before, and I'm still not doing it that way. That, I have my Tuesdays and my every other Thursdays where I'm just answering questions as they come up. I'm being completely fair. It's all luck of the draw and what spirit wants. And that's how I answer it. But I'm only talking to the camera. So, but here I'm offering you the opportunity to have one of those, a speed reading with me, face to face. So if you have questions or I have questions, we can communicate back and forth. So, and that's what I'm providing for you here every other Thursday. So it's not an everyday thing or an every week thing. It's an every other week thing. And we're trying this out and seeing how it goes. So I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the opportunity of possibly having, getting on the list and making this happen for you. So anyway, I'm going to, let's see. I think that's it for right now. But let's get to Becky, okay? Since I just had like a total blank, I'm going to focus on Becky now. Hi, Becky. How are you, hun?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So 10 minutes goes by fast, right? So let's focus on what you want. Is there anything in particular, or are we just doing a general?
You can just do a general because I'll be seeing you in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here for you.
Plus, you know a lot of stuff that's going on anyways already.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here going on. Now, also, you're drawing red and you're also drawing blue, which is contentment. So contentment around a passion. And it does look like it's a spiritual number too, which is very good. Ooh, there we go. And what I'm doing here for Becky is I'm also laying out, I'm not just putting out a few cards for you. I'm doing a whole spread for the Celtic cross, from my Celtic cross, which, you know, of course, I love a lot of meat in my story. So I put a lot more cards out. So what I have here, though, for you, though, Becky, starting off anyway, since 10 minutes goes by quick, I am going to tell you, for the heart of the matter here, you have the angel card, okay? And that is you having your abilities are getting stronger, and that's what shows here. Everything around this angel card is all pretty much all cups. So that's all about emotion, and here's your empathic ability getting stronger, and you have abilities here, and they are getting stronger. And you're going to be very proud of yourself when you're, you know, once you kind of grasp the concept of how it's working for you and how to control it and make it work. And with this card right here, this basically says your guides and angels are helping you work through that. And they will make it so where you can control things but still get messages and understand spirit messages and work with that, and also be able to control it on a fit, you know, and manifest it when you want and close it down when you want. And so that's going to be coming up here right now for you, because you also in the recent past have been working on this, and you've been very motivated to do this. So you've been really working hard at it. It's just kind of happening. You might need, you know, some breaks here in between every now and then, and that's fine, because you know what happens when you're needing those breaks? That's you kind of letting it kind of soak in. You know, it's kind of like when you have a sponge cake and you put, like, I don't know, what are those cakes where they put liquor in it? I don't even know what they are, but whatever, you know, and they put like some kind of liquid in there, and it has to like soak and absorb in order for it to get all the flavors and the benefit of it, you know, of the alcohol.
Like a rum cake.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. That's it. The rum cake. I never had one, but I'm sure they're delicious. They're very popular. So, but I've never seemed to have one. I don't know why. But I guess I just rather drink the rum. I don't know, and then have cake separate. But it does show here for you, my dear. It is kind of like where it's just a no-brainer. You're there. It's happening. You know, there is no decision to be made. You've already made that decision. Spirit's working with you. You wanted to open up, and bam, they came, didn't they? So it's happening for you. You do have the ability, my dear. We've been working on it, and you do. But you're kind of feeling maybe sometimes news is coming in a little too fast. So with that, it shows here you're kind of feeling trapped in the situation because you don't know how to handle that. And that's what I'm getting right about here. Okay. So it's like more about, you know, wanting to have it in a little more smaller doses. And so you can kind of work it through. Because when you're like, hey, all right, I'm ready. Come on, bring it on. And then it's like, bam, okay, whoa. Let's slow this down now. So, you know, let me work on this little bit here first. So, and it shows here, there is a decision you will be making in the very near future, becoming more dominant. Like, because here you are, you're making a decision, you're learning and mastering it. Okay. This is what you're doing. And there's showing, and right there, it's touching the Empress there, which shows growth in this ability. So you are very in tune, my dear. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay. It's just about learning how to manage it. And that is tough. Okay. That's not, you know, just reading a book and then, just all of a sudden making it happen. This is practice. And it's a lot of work. And sometimes you got to try different things to figure it out, which works for you. Because one thing might work for one person perfectly, but you don't know how many different times they tried something else to get their one answer that works for them. And every soul is different. And it shows here that with this, you are learning all about yourself and how to heal and, and work with spirit and communicate with spirit at your level of comfort. Okay. Where you feel you have control. And because sometimes they just kind of come in and whoosh in, but that's because you ask for it. You're like, hey, come on, let's bring it on. And then they bring it on. And unfortunately, sometimes bringing it on their way isn't what you've been hoping for and wanting for. And it kind of messes things up a little bit. And you're like, okay, well, you know what, let's take that back a notch. So, so that way it's preparing you and helping you, giving you the opportunity to learn what you're needing. And you're becoming a pro at it, my dear. And and where I say a pro at it and why I say that is because you've got pentacles. You go right from making a decision, learning, doing some major learning and research, but also kind of even at the same time, possibly even helping others with theirs. And then at the same time, you've got pentacles where you are being recognized for what you're doing. And all of a sudden, financially, things might be getting a little easier for you. You might actually get to the point where if you decide to, of course, it's only if you decide to, this is all your choice. Everything's your choice. But I feel you being very motivated to move forward with this once you feel like you've got a good handle on it and you feel comfortable and confident, because sometimes it can be a little much. Okay. It can be a little stressful, and which can at times take a bit out of you. So you got to know how much you can handle. You learn your level, and then you learn to have, when you need a rest, because it's like a roller coaster, which you've probably even, seen with me. It's like, there's days I'm like, woo. And then there's days like, okay, I can barely handle a thought, never mind doing a reading. So it's all about, balance and what you can handle personally. So, and you will do this because you've got the magician right here and what you're wanting to do. This is you. You have what it takes. You have all the tools within you and around you that all you have to do is just ask, and it will happen. Okay. And I see you getting the recognition, especially with the growth of your abilities, whether you use them for help supplement income, or if you just do it just because you want to just help and just to do it, you're doing it. The growth is there. It's going to grow for you regardless. And you're going to be starting to focus on how you can use this one ability or these abilities that you're going to be growing and making it happen for you, to where you're going to start to want to know other things and more things. Okay, well, I've got that. Now what more can I do? And that's what's going to be, it's going to get a snowball and be more curious. Like, okay, well, I noticed that this happened while I was doing this over here. And that was kind of new. Am I feeling drawn to that? And then that's when that's going to really happen for you. You're going to be like, yeah, I think I like that. And you're going to look into it more. And then you might actually find that you have that ability. Like right now, while I'm talking to you and looking at you, my palms are starting to get warm. So that might be the next thing that's coming for you. Okay. You learned how to handle and deal with spiritual smoke. And so this is an ability where now this is a healing. Maybe this is going to lead to that. So, because my palms are getting a little bit warm right now, actually pretty hot. And so that represents, to me, this is my symbol for healing. Whether you need healing, if your hands start to get warm, or if my hands start to get warm, I should say, in a situation, if I enter a room and all of a sudden my palms start getting hot, I know somebody in that room needs healing. And so that's when I'm like, okay, whoa, all right. And then it may not even be like where you have to touch them. It could just be listening to their, maybe they've got a situation and they just need an ear to talk to. Maybe they just need a shoulder to cry on. That is therapeutic and healing. So whatever it is, it just shows here that whatever it is, you can heal in ways, and you'll find different ways to start to heal others. And it doesn't mean you have to be like take a Reiki class. It might, unless of course that's one thing that you want to do, but it does show here that with this, you will have a way to heal others. And that may just very well be by communicating with those that have passed over and giving them healing closure to know that their loved ones are there. And that with that is a healing message for them. So your growth and your abilities here that you're working on and growing and strengthening on are going to lead to where you can start to probably help people heal. Also heal yourself too, in a sense. So do you have any questions, Becky? Otherwise, I'm going to leave that with you, hon.
No, I do not.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I love that I was able to talk with you and communicate with you and see you. And because that's where I get like, okay, I'm just talking to a camera, but no, now I'm looking right at your face, so I can like talk with you, and I'm really enjoying this. It makes it so much nicer and easier, and to be able to give you your undivided attention, except for the only distraction of Chada and Kitty trying to get in the room. So,
Well, I appreciate it so much.
well, thank you. I appreciate you being here and joining me. So thank you. And it was so great seeing you. And I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, hon. And bye-bye.
Good luck.
Thank you. So anyway, this is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you enjoyed what you saw and you liked what the readings that you saw that maybe resonated with you too, if you felt like you were drawn here to hear these readings, this could be Spirit piggybacking a message for you also. So that's how Spirit works. If you're drawn to be here tonight at this time, then yay. So, but otherwise, this is an example of what one-on-one live with Onae is. And so I just wanted to introduce you to this. And so now you know you're getting yourself into and what you're going to be getting from this. So thank you all for joining me here tonight. You can catch me here Tuesdays and Thursdays, or every other Thursday. At Tuesdays, I am here on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And every other Thursday, because I will be going back and forth, it will be where I'm just doing the one question readings like I normally do, and then the one-on-one lives. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and catching you on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ghostbox Live with Greg Bakken in his little chat. And also on Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken on the third Sunday of the month. So thank you very much, guys. And if you liked what you saw here tonight and you actually would prefer to have a private session with me, please go to my website at onae.org. That's ONAE.org and schedule a reading with me. Thank you and have a good night.